Hello and welcome. Last week I did a video on how to make a stem and leaf plot. So in this video I'm gonna show you how to make a back-to-back stem and leaf plot. So the only prior knowledge you will need to know is a basic idea of what a normal stem and leaf plot is and how to make one. Because a back-to-back stem and leaf plot is just a more advanced version of a normal stem and leaf plot. So I am writing out my data here. We have data set number 1, but with a back-to-back stem and leaf plot, we're also going to have data set 2, because we're going to have data set 1 on one side of our back-to-back stem and leaf plot and data set 2 on the other, hence why it is back-to-back. So that's the key idea of a back-to-back stem and leaf plot. You're going to have two sets of data, which we can use this stem and leaf plot to graphically represent, and then can be used to compare and interpret the two data sets. I have all of our data here, so now we can start working on our back-to-back stem and leaf plot. So I'll just draw a line here to make where our stem and leaf plot is clear. So now we'll put it on the right side. So to do this, you're going to want to put one line at the top, and then a line straight down, and a second line straight down, and that's going to form your two sides with your stem in the middle like so, and your leaves on either side. So we're going to have data set 1 on this side and data set 2 on this side. So first of all, let's put our stem in. So these are just the first part of each number. So we have 20, so 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and now we can start working on our leaf plot, which is the second part of each number. So for 22, we have 2. So we're going to put this on the right side. But before I do that, before I forget, we also have to put in a key, because every stem and leaf plot should have a key. So for this key, I'm going to say for 22, we're going to have 2 line 2, and that is equal to 22. So if we start putting our values in, we have 2 for 22, 31 we have our 1, for the 40s we have our 2, and then instead of putting commas, I'm just going to put a space, and we have 4, 7, and then if we go to the 5s we have 8, for 6 we have 1 and 6. And that's our data set 1, so we have done one side of our back-to-back stem and leaf plot. Now we're going to do the second side, which is where we represent our data set 2. So this one's just working the opposite way. So for 20s we have a 7, and it's going to go just like that on the other side. Then for 40s we have nothing for 30, so we go to 40s. We have a 4 and another 4, which I'm just going to put like this. And then for 50s we have 5, and then you just move over and you put your next one, so we have 7. For 60s we just have a 6. And for 70s we have a 1 and a 7. And that's our complete back-to-back stem and leaf plot, both sides. So this side here is data set 1, while this side is data set 2. Now this is very useful for comparing these two data sets, as we can see the shapes and the distributions and how they compare. So we see data set 1 has a distribution like this, whereas data set 2 has a distribution like this. So data set 1 has more values lower on, whereas data set 2 has more values spread out throughout. So that's very useful tool for comparing two sets of data. Anyway, that's what a back-to-back stem and leaf plot is, and how you make one. I hope you found this video helpful, and if you did, please consider liking and subscribing, and I'll see you next time.